A familiar scene at Viewmont High. It's March, people. And you know what that means. It's championship time. Which means that none other than yours truly, Souls on Fire, along with Dizzy D, David Pilkington.
That's right, Nate. It's my pleasure to be with you tonight.
Well, thank you for having us. And so, let's talk about this. So apparently, from what I hear, the last game, semifinals, was quite the game in which both Pilkington brothers had quite the games.
That's for sure. Yeah, it's been quite a trail to get to this point. First, they played John, the other Pilkington, in the quarterfinals.
This 23 knocks down the 3 to begin our game.
And then the last game, like you were saying, in the semifinals, they played the 6th ward. A team that Danny and Sam were on last year. And ended up...
Danny for 3, got it! From the wing.
Excellent. And yeah, Danny and Sam, excellent games. Sam especially. Sam Pilkington with, I think he had a triple-double almost.
Inside, off the mark, but a good offensive board, and no, and the rebound going the other way. Here's 54 bringing it up the court. Holds wisely. And we got a foul.
One thing I'd point out is that the opposing bench is empty. Have you noticed that?
Okay, so lonely tonight. So they're going to have to pace themselves.
They're going to have to pace it. That's the thing with Danny and Sam's ward here is they can just run you out of the building. And they've got plenty of players that can do that.
They're plenty deep. I heard that they were 9 deep tonight. This number 2 spins off the mark, but we got a foul. So nice little move, trying to go inside. Just missed. And one thing that I think that with a lonely bench is pace yourselves on when you get the opportunity to breathe and pace yourselves on these free throws. Take it.
Take it. Absolutely.
The second one up, and it's good this time. So 7-0 our score.
We got 40 minutes of basketball, and there's about 40 years on each of these players. So
a long 3 from number 1, and he nailed it.
That was beautiful.
Right at the top. Watch out, 25. Oh, and the turnover, though. Here we go the other way. The pass to number 1. Oh, just off the rim. Can't get it to go. Long one to Danny. Here's Danny. And we got to travel. Probably should have been called. Could have been either on Danny or number 2. Both of them.
You got to dribble first. You can't take a step first. Yeah.
What I mean, I think that part of the problem is with any that here's 27 going inside. Oh,
another travel.
Almost in a travel. Your nerves are get a little bit excited when you're
in the championship. Absolutely. Yeah.
So it's 54 slowly takes it up court. Giving 23 a little advice inside to number 50. Beautiful layup and pass. Nice assist by 54. Going inside, can't get it done. The scrum on the floor, and what do we got here? Okay, looks like the foul's on number 50.
I'm going to consult our statistician on this one.
So inbound. Number 1 throws it across court. And 23, the good defensive play and a steal. Here's 22 going over to number 3. Number 3 goes inside, lays it up and in. Nice little leap and leaner there.
That's Sam. There are actually 3 Sams on the 10th ward team. Yeah, that's right.
3 Sams.
And they're all Sam P.
Okay. Keep that straight. Can't even keep my own kids straight. Back over to the man in red. Here's number 1. He's got some moves. Gets it in for point number 5.
So
11-5 our score. Here's number 3. His name is Sam. Over to 50. Just off the front of the iron and the rebound.
Oak Hills has it. That's right. The ward is the Oak Hills ward.
Oak Hills ward, okay.
And then it's the Mueller Park 10th ward.
Oak Hills, Mueller Park. All right. Oh, and Oak Hills. Inside. And 1. Okay, so it was on the so they gave continuation, so it will be.
Oh, it's on the floor. Okay.
Okay, so it is on the floor. So they should be taking back that shot. So it still should be 11-5.
Yeah. Maybe not.
And no, and the rebound to 25. Here we go the other way, Mueller Park.
Sam Peel, pass it over.
25 for 3. Rims off. And looks like Oak Hills will take this one.
Getting a good game called here by these refs. I don't know if they've hired professional refs or found some.
I think just
members
experience with these guys. I'm pretty sure that at least a couple of these guys worked our game last year as Oak Hills off the mark. And the rebound to Sam Pilkington, no.
Mueller Park's winning the rebound game, that's for sure. They're getting it on both sides.
And I think already that having a lonely bench is already starting to show up for Oak Hills.
You think?
As off the mark for Sam, another Sam. Going the other direction for Oak Hills. Tried to pass behind his back and no, and out of bounds. Mueller Park ball. So what amazes me is just how much, you got to love this game to get to this point. I mean, because let's face it, it's just about having fun. But when you get to this point, I mean, this is for something.
That's right.
As number 1 for Oak Hills off the mark, but the inside board, couldn't get the follow-up. And 54 has slowed things down, talking to his crew. 24, way off, and the rebound once again to Oak Hills.
So, how does one get their church ball team to the championship, Nate? What's the secret?
I think, well, obviously, you'd have to say you have to have some kind of talent, right?
Yep, you need enough talent, that's for sure.
And is 25 going on in. Timeout Oak Hills with 11:47 to go in the half. I think the other thing, though, is that, again, it just goes back. You have to be able to get people out, right? I mean,
you need enough.
And they have to love it.
They have to love it. But you can get some people out that love it that don't have that talent you were talking about as well.
That's true.
So I think that's sometimes the challenge with church ball teams is, seeing if you can fill a whole roster of talented elders.
Well, I mean, even if you can't, okay, so I mean, as long as if you had so like in the case of Oak Hills here, where they had to call an early timeout.
Yeah.
even if they had just one more body to fill, I mean, just about every one of these guys can at least hustle and go after the ball. They maybe don't have the talent to shoot and that sort of thing.
But you have to have backups. You need subs, that's for sure.
As Oak Hills brings it up with number 1, taking it nice and slow. Still got plenty of game to go. Passes over to 32. Back to number 1. And the shot is good on the baseline.
Mid-range.
Nice little move. Nice little 8-foot floater.
You don't see that mid-range game as much.
54. Gets it over to 23. Probably maybe got away with a walk. Now inside to 23. This time in. Counted on the foul.
That number 20, that's Sam, and he can get where he wants to down there in the paint.
He's got some guns, too.
He's got the guns. He's got the size.
Yeah.
And he just kind of worked his way in and made an easy layup. We could see quite a bit of that today.
Free throw. Easy touch, and it's good. 16-9 our score. But don't count him out yet. Oak Hill's trying to go inside and does. And number 32. But quickly the other way. That's the one thing that you can do when you have a lonely bench is you can start to go fast. And Mueller Park has chosen to do just that. It's 23 again. Backs in and gets a roll.
Yep. It's a strong move.
18-11 Mueller Park as Oak Hills tries to go inside and does. Quick moves.
Sneaky plays here by Oak Hills. They're doing great.
Here's number 50 trying to get it over to Danny. Danny now wisely slows things down. Gets a pick from 54. Inside to number 2. Back to Danny. 4-3. In and out, and the rebound to number 1 of Oak Hills.
That's Danny's game for sure. He's a spot-up three-point shooter, if there ever was one.
Meanwhile, number 1 on a little bit of a yo-yo gets it over to his pal in the black, and the kid in the Utah shirt has had some decent moves, but off the mark there. As Mueller Park pushes it up, 54. No good. And the rebound to Oak Hills. Oak Hills is definitely getting what they want, though. They're getting a slower tempo because of the slow bench. Is a 3 on the way. No, once again, and this time an errant off the cuff turnover. Not good when you're trying to. I understand you're trying to get the big, fast back and forth play, but
exactly
got to make those good passes.
The one who's wearing the Utah shirt?
Nice.
He's from BYU. We've just been informed that the guy wearing the Utah shirt is actually from BYU.
Okay, just graduated from BYU. Excellent. Hey, we know what I always say is education comes in all shapes and sizes. 23 from the wing.
Sam's he's taking this game over. He's scored the last 13 points.
Oh, and now basically a steal is a tipped pass going to Mueller Park the other way. Is number 50 inside, can't get it. But 54 tried to go back up, can't get it. Now 50 on the way, but this time a foul. Is number 50 Sam?
Sellis.
That's right.
Sellis. He's doing great on the boards. He's banging down there.
Good free throw. One thing you can see when a team's tired too is how are the legs on those free throws?
Yep, sure shows up there.
Because if they're a little shaky, you're trying to get in your kind of set rhythm. Second one, and it's good. 23-13 now, biggest lead for Mueller Park. is 10. There's a good screen by number 32 of Oak Hills. Gets it over to number 1, this time inside. 27! Oh, almost. And the rebound at 23. This time pushing it up to Sam Pilkington. Can't get it to go, and the rebound the other way. Here we go. Oak Hills across the timeline. Wisely stops. Almost threw it away. This time trying to go inside, can't. So backs it out to 32. 27 now, going back inside. This time, the turnaround, no, and the rebound to Sam Pilkington.
Sam Pilkington, he's such a versatile player.
Number 25, no, the other. So he's our Sam as well, correct?
That's right.
Okay, so this time around the horn, going the other way. Number 1 this time. Oh, just a rim rattler, but a rebound and a putback, and no. And Sam Pilkington came up with it. Going the other way. Oh, and number 3 kind of slowed his roll there. 23 gets a little bit of a pick, and we got to travel.
Yeah, they got to work on their pace. Mueller Park can definitely outrun them. But Oak Hills has great ball movement tonight. Holy smokes.
You can definitely tell that that's how they got themselves here was, they definitely know where each other's going to be.
Yeah, they've been playing a lot.
As inside to our man as we found from BYU. Lays it up and in. Nice power move right there.
Most of their points are coming in the paint, I would point out.
It's 24 no, and the rebound to Oak Hills. They slow it down again. There's one thing that this Oak Hills team has, the score wouldn't indicate it, but they've been very smart in slowing it down and using their energy for coming
I agree.
And going inside.
Yep, that's for sure.
As the rebound goes to 24. 24 trying to go coast to coast, can't. Gets it over to Danny Pilkington and off the backboard. So number 1, he's taking it to 32. Can't get it to go. Probably got tried to go a little bit faster because he had his defender right behind him and just off the backboard.
They're really closing out on Danny.
And Danny tried to get it over to his brother Sam, and looks like both.
Loose ball foul.
So Sam Pilkington looks like will pick up the foul. Bit of a smart foul, though, considering that it was probably going to be a fast break.
Yeah, it looked like it.
So number 1 Wisely gets it over to 32. This time inside to our man from the Y. Oh. And a reverse. Holy smokes.
He had put him in a blender on that one, didn't he?
Whew. A little fairy dust and some Hakeem the Dream. As Danny Pilkington thought about a 3 and no. Gets it over to 54. Number 2, Sam. No. And the rebound to number 1 from Oak Hills.
Looking for
this kid's gotten the last 3 boards for them. As our man from BYU gets it over to 32. 32 gets it over to 1. A deep 3 this time. And off the back of the iron. And the rebound at 54. 54 this time. Our man, 24 from Mueller Park. Has not hit a 3 yet.
No.
Ooh. And looks like it might be a shooting foul.
Did you see how number 1 still has wheels? He was down, and all 4 of the other Oak Hills players kind of huffing it in the other half. But they just got a couple more minutes till halftime and get themselves a breather.
All right. So 5-point game, 23-18 with just over 2 to play. As number 1 hits his first shot, can get his squad within 4 and misses it, and off of Oak Hills, and so Mueller Park ball on the outside. And we got a sub. So it looks like Danny Pilkington will get a breather.
Boy, it looks like this game is turning into the tightest battle we've seen in the playoffs here.
As
in the tournament.
23 can't get it to go, and number 50 couldn't get the board. So number 1, once again, this time to our man from BYU. Now gets it over. Oh, and a turnover, just couldn't handle it. 54.
Oh, good soft
finger
touch.
Roll.
Soft touch at the rim.
You know, that's something you don't see much anymore. Good finger roll. All right, as our man from BYU tried to get an acrobatic layup to go, couldn't do it. This time, 27 off the front of the iron this time, and the rebound to Mueller Park.
And
back door, oh goodness gracious.
That's the pace that Mueller Park's looking for.
27-18 Mueller Park with just under a minute to play here in our first half. Sidestep 3, Oak Hills off the front of the iron.
Oh.
And this one is going easily in. Cherry picking on the other side. So what was getting close to a 4-point game is now a 9-point game for Oak Hills.
11.
As 11, you're right. And now a 9-point game is a.
That was automatic.
That was
great
just a
shot.
Great swish. Going the other way.
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul.
What a savvy player. He's not wearing a number. We'll call him number 0 there, but boy,
But to take that too, as tired as I'm sure that he is.
Yeah.
That takes some real guts. This is number 1, mid-range as well, off the front. 54 for Mueller Park, going the other way, 10 seconds to go. Going inside, beautiful layup and in from number 50. Textbook
3, 2, 1.
layup. Oh, and number 1 couldn't get it to go. Our score at halftime, Mueller Park 31, Oak Hills 20. And we're at halftime.
It was a great half.
I would have to say the halftime leader, though, still is our man 23 on the Mueller Park squad, though.
Sam, yep, I absolutely agree. I think he scored at least half their points tonight, and if they wanted to, he could probably score the rest of them.
I think the question, though, for Oak Hills is, at what point do you decide, we pretty much have to exert whatever we got left. I mean, does that come in kind of that 10-minute range?
That's a good point. Because they got to pace themselves at the beginning to even have anything left in the tank. We saw that when he played my brother John's ward. When the Mueller Park team played my brother John's ward, they ran out of gas. You could really tell that. And the 6th ward, they ran out of gas. It's just kind of opens up at the end here. So if Oak Hills isn't careful, it's going to be a runaway.
And there's been a few errant turnovers that have just kind of gone by the wayside a little bit. And that's, I think, why Mueller Park isn't completely running away with this thing. So I think continue what they're doing, right? They've been getting inside. I don't think they necessarily have to go really take any threes at this point.
You're talking about Mueller Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's they're able to make the threes. They got some good shooters. They weren't dropping too well that first half, but
now if you're Oak Hills to also save some energy, though, do you basically just play inside out on D so that way you're only worried about the inside shots and then just kind of let these guys throw up these threes? Because, I mean, they're not exactly falling for Mueller Park.
That's a good. I think you're right. I think just getting back on defense is a big deal, but maybe give them a little more space. Not a ton. I think that it's been effective for him to come out on the 3. Now, I didn't see Danny get an open. He had that one open 3, and he had. I didn't say this, but when they were playing Johns Ward in the quarterfinals, Danny had scored 6 threes in a row. It was crazy.
Okay.
Yeah. So
when you're on, you're on.
That's right. So if he gets in a rhythm and he keeps getting a bunch of open looks, then it is dangerous. So I'd say you want to come out and stick out on him on the 3.
Man, if I had 6 threes, I probably wouldn't have to give so much of my money to the dealer. I'm just saying.
That's right.
All right, well, we're just about to start the half, so what do you think it's going to take for this Oak Hills Ward to at least get back into that 4-point range that we had before?
Well, I honestly think they're doing pretty darn good on offense. They've got great ball movement, and they're scoring in the paint quite a bit. I think that can continue. They're going to have to stop. They're going to have to stop Mueller Park on these runs, especially. And like you're saying, watch the turnovers.
They've been able to get a few to go their way, Oak Hills, so it'll be interesting to see if that continues or if Mueller Park continues to get buckets on every time they're down the floor. As we're back to live action as number 1 gets over to our man now. Our man from BYU on the fade, short, and the rebound to 23. Now it's to Sam Pilkington. Back over to Sam Pilkington as he takes one from 3, just hit the front of the iron, and the rebound to 32. Oak Hills has probably got to get some points just about every time they come down the floor. Can't take any chances for them. As 32 gets it back over to number 1. Good D by Danny Pilkington on number 1. A deep 3 from number 1, and he swooshed it home. Woo, splash.
This guy is a really important
and a steal by number 1.
Smokes.
He's going to go the other way. Lays it up and in. So that's 5 quick ones. 31-25. It's 24 from Mueller Park. Slows it down, gets it into our big man, Sam, at 23. This time, number 24 goes inside, and he's got a good one.
It's a good move.
Just right in there, just muscled his way in. No one wanted a piece of that guy. As our man from BYU couldn't get in. Side, a rebound to Danny Pilkington to 24. Another layup, back-to-back layups. And this is the seam kid, no offense to him. His shots, they've looked fine. He's gotten good looks. Just hasn't been able to fall.
From the 3, you're saying?
Yeah.
I know.
And so now, working inside, as number 1 for Oak Hills can't hit another 3. This time, 25. Ooh. Good look, just rolled off the front. Almost a travel there, and this time poked away.
Here comes 24 again, yeah. He just...
24, a block by 32. All ball on that one. Man, getting a help of stovetop there.
Oh.
And it's another block on the other side by 23. Coming in the other way. So 24 goes inside to Sam Pilkington. This time the dish. But to 25. The assist from Sam, and we got a timeout.
And the lead swells back to 12 now.
So our biggest lead once again for Mueller Park with 17:21 to play in our game. So again, I think if you're Oak Hills, every time you go down, you've got to either slow down, have a bunch of passes. I think that they need to make this Mueller Park team work a lot harder than they have. The last one, that was just a tough turnover where Mueller Park actually showed some good D.
Yeah.
On the way down.
Yep.
Before.
Yeah, if they're making it hard for him to score, that's...
And if you're having to go the other way after a turnover, with a lonely bench, you cannot exert all that energy going the other way.
Yeah.
You're just going to get gassed.
On another note, by the way, don't Don't you think that if a ward were to spend a little bit of a budget and get some jerseys that aren't just kind of a random mishmash of whatever the heck they could find in the scout closet? You know what I mean? Like, couldn't they put together a city edition version?
Or at least you think a stake would get together.
Get a stake. Yeah, we're going to send a team, and they get to wear these
and they
cool
get to wear
jerseys.
these cool jerseys.
You know?
Or at least T-shirts.
Maybe even, T-shirts.
As Oak Hill's going the other way, this time 4-3. Oh, almost. And the rebound, though, back to Oak Hill's. Not taking any chances, it seems like, on this possession. As Oak Hill's again going inside to our man, muscles his way, can't get it up, and falls right in the lap of Mueller Park as a quick
laser
pass.
Beam pass there. But BYU with that defense.
Quick thinking, quick hands.
Also, what do you think about adding a mascot to a stake? Do you think that is a little sacrilegious, having a Mueller Park Mustangs or something like that?
Maybe a flag. You know, like every troop has a flag, right?
The troops have flags.
Yeah, maybe a flag. You know, I'm sure that there's some nice man's mother that would love to wave that flag. As Mueller Park on their own board couldn't get it to go, and goes to Oak Hills the other way. As number 1 gets a screen from 32. This time over to 27. 27 goes back to our man. Agent Zero, as we'll call him. As our man from BYU tried to go inside, couldn't get it to go. And the rebound by 27. And this time we're getting some shots from the charity stripe.
It's a brave move down there. He was swarmed by 3 Mueller Park Mustangs.
So that's what we're going with, Mustangs? Well, it could be worse. He'll be here all night, ladies and gentlemen. All night. As the rebound to Mueller Park after both free throws missed. And
it's a foul on the Owls.
A foul. Oh, so we're going with the Stangs and the Owls?
The Oak Hill Owls, yeah. Oak Hill's Owls.
So the birds and the cars. Yeah?
Mustang, isn't it a horse?
Well, I guess so.
But yeah, better known as a car.
Well, here's something you probably didn't know, that as Oak Hill's going the other way, Mustang comes from the Spanish Musteño.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, as Oak Hills lays it up and in. Yeah, didn't you ever watch Hidalgo?
Oh,
and a steal from our man from the Y. Gets it over to 27, and number 1 takes a little breather.
No reason to push that ball.
Gets a screen from 32. Inside to 32 this time from 27. Tried to get the layup, couldn't do it. Tried to go up. 54 thought it was going one way, and it was going another, and then we got a foul. As 54 is kind of tripping over.
Agent Zero.
So a 10-point ball game here with Mueller Park 37, Oak Hills 27. Nice little give and go. Here's 1 for 3. Oh. He's not been able to find the same range that he did in the first half. As 54 going the other way.
We got some ball movement here. High post, he's calling it out.
So number 50 backing down. Number 2 for 3. Got it. Mueller Park has hit their first 3 in a few minutes. And it is now 40-27, their biggest lead of the night. Our man Zero going inside. Oh, just could not roll that one in. And Mueller Park going the other way quickly. Oh, tried to get fancy here and turned it over.
Oh, I think that's a miscall.
Are we calling?
Should have been the Owls ball.
Should have been Oak Hill ball.
That's right.
Owls in the night. Is that?
And they are stuck at 27. They got to get some scores.
Number
here.
2 for 3. Wish that one home. Oh, man, that one's so wet. Felt that one from here. This is number 1. Still very well. Still got plenty of energy, this kid.
Yes. And I'll tell you, this happens to me all the time when I'm playing. You'll get one guy that has plenty of energy, and they just almost get frustrated going at a slower pace, and so they're speeding it up, but then they find themselves all alone.
Right.
You know, I'm saying...
A 0 swishes that one home. Beautiful rainbow. No, I can't agree with you more. Is Danny Pilkington off the mark and the rebound going to 0.
I'm constantly
Our
telling
man 0 tried to go inside and it looked like it was off 23. So off of Big Sam. So our man from BYU looks like he's going to take it out. 43-29 as going inside, slipped right in. What a sly move.
Are they brothers? I wonder.
It does make you wonder, doesn't it?
They're brethren, but are they brothers?
Are they brothers? I don't know. Something to ask, maybe. Oak Hill's trying to go for the steal, almost had it. So that interrupts play to try to get a breather. 24 to inbound. Wisely backs it out. Sam Pilkington, 4-3. And rolls right in. So
that one decided to drop for him.
0 for 3. An air ball. The legs are tired. Oh,
might be the legs.
The legs.
Oh, a little fake out.
And this time, though,
BYU
the turnover.
Defense. Oh, his legs are still tired.
Those legs are still tired, but number 1, our man of energy. This time can't get his own to go, and that's... Oh, and we got a touch by 23. Getting a little frustrated, Big Sam.
Yeah, it's feeling like it was out on them. You know, sometimes if a game's turned into a 15-point lead, it's possible that the refs might start to favor the other side.
We'd never do that. We're an honest bunch of people. I mean, if anything, it's more like this is their 4th game tonight, and he's a little tired, if anything.
If anything. Yeah. No, they've done it. They've called a good game.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But here's the thing. I don't know. From our vantage point, it actually looked like he touched this ball, though. From our vantage point.
We'll check the tape. Check the tape. Maybe we review it. Do you think they'll allow that?
Well, yeah, considering, we decided to invite ourselves.
We'll have Jefferson. Big thanks to Jefferson, by the way.
Oh, absolutely. Big thanks to Jefferson.
Fill in for us tonight.
My brother-in-law. I always wanted another brother. I do have a good brother. Well, don't get me wrong. But I always wanted another one. Nothing against my sister either, but, I always wanted a bigger family. All right, it's BYU, man. Oh, just can't get that one to go. 17-point lead, though, for Mueller Park. It's 48-31. It's Danny Pilkington this time from 3. This time off the back of the iron.
Boy, number 1.
Always had some decent looks, though. Number 1, though, still just got more energy than a locomotive.
Yeah, he does. He's gotten most of their rebounds, I think. He's not their tallest player. He's got some great hops, though.
So with 8:50 to go in our ball game, Mueller Park now looking to extend this lead. This 24, who's gotten some good looks inside, has not splashed home a 3 yet. And hands it over to Danny, back over to 24. Big Sam this time. Takes a 3, just barely hit the front of the iron, and a rebound to Zero. Zero trying to squeeze through, can't get it to go. Somehow stays with the ball, and we got a foul.
That's some great play. He's a natural talent there.
Well, just, I think, not only natural talent, but I mean, just the, sheer ability to just hang on to it as Oak Hills turns it over. As Sam Pilkington trying to go the other way, cannot. Goes off of him, looking for a foul, is not going to get it. As number 1 slowly makes his way across, fakes a shot. Our man from the Y on the side. Nice little mid-range jumper and the foul. You can't necessarily say that at this point, I mean, down 15 points at 48-33, that's still a pretty big mountain to climb. But this certainly was, if Oak Hills ends up losing this ball game, it's not certainly from a lack of effort.
No. Oh, no.
As the free throw is no good, but an offensive board to Oak Hills gets to our man number 1. Same guy, probably got a foul, didn't get it. And this time, no foul called on the other end, but it'll stay on this side of Mueller Park ball. Getting a little chippy.
It's getting a little chippy. I'll tell you, you start playing.
Jefferson said he wanted some potato chips, so I guess I'll have to. As number 1 going the other way, this time trying to get across. Good sportsmanship there.
They call fish and chips chippies in England across the pond.
That's right. I forgot you're part Brit.
I'm a good chunk of me's Brit, yeah.
I found out that I'm actually 25% French.
Are you serious? You've got a quarter of you is French.
Maybe
one of your
my
grandparents.
Grandmother found out she is 100% French.
Wow.
Right? As Mueller Park going inside, can't get it to go, and the rebound, Oak Hills. Quickly, number 1 brings it around. Stops, thought about it. 27, though, gets a 3 to go. Oh, nope, they're calling it a 2. 48-36. So it was a 2 on the ground. He stepped on the line. And this time a foul, and it's going on 27. 2 shots.
The winds of change are coming. You can feel the momentum shifting as Oak Hills, I think,
are starting. Winds of change?
Is it? I think Oak Hills they've got 5 minutes left. They're going to give it their all.
Oh, I think they've been definitely giving whatever they got left in the tank for the last 3 minutes for sure. Going around the horn again. Here's Mueller Park, 25, wow. Sliding in there for an easy 2. Oh, and here's the steal by 54. Almost lost it, though, trying to, unfortunately, showboat his number 2. Wide open. Hang your laundry on it, kids. You like that one?
I like that one.
Yeah, I come from the definite old school of Chick Hearn, Johnny Most, Don Poyer. Don Poyer was the first Grizzlies announcer.
Is that right?
May he rest in peace.
So you're like a historian of announcing. Like you could talk about.
I know quite a few.
Yeah.
I know quite a few.
Speaking of natural ability, I really think you've got some natural ability. You know that. You've been into it since you were how old would you say?
I don't know. 11, I guess.
I knew you when you were 11. You're already calling sports by that time. Did it start before that?
No, it was about the time we moved to Utah. And when I heard the great Hot Rod Hundley, that's what got you going. Well, sort of. I mean, there was a kid in school that, thought he was a Mr. Know-It-All, so I had to, I wanted to be just like that kid and try to learn a lot more about sports.
Well, you did, indeed.
As the rebound goes to 54, well, I appreciate that. So, Big Sam now with the ball. Thought about a three, not going to take it. Backs it out 25, going inside to Big Sam.
Wow.
Baby hook there, right off the glass, and it's 55-36. Mueller Park. As BYU and our man from the Y just can't hold on to it there. Quickly on the other side. No, the rebound.
Strong rebound. Good job.
And this is a foul. Number 2 headed to the stripe. As the clock continues to tick with just about 320 to go in the game.
These guys on the bench for these Mustangs on the bench are absolutely just raring to go. Still, they could play another match after this, I think.
Oh, yeah, they probably could. Well, I left my Air Jordans at home, though. So,
you think maybe if we played them?
Yeah. Well, at least a couple of them. I think we could probably take those kids.
Okay.
What do you think?
No, but I think it'd be fun. At least I know I can't.
That's true. Well, yours truly dings the bell on the scale. So,
there's a bell on your scale?
Absolutely.
You gotta get a new scale.
Yeah.
It shouldn't ding.
It's the kind that they use at the fair, when they're supposed to use the big sledge and it,
Yeah, I know.
See, that's the problem. I just jump and it just dings. There's number 1 trying to pass inside. Oh, couldn't get it to go. 2-shot foul. 27. Playing hard, though, down low, getting those back-to-back offensive boards. But the problem is that, again, and we talked about that earlier, you've got to be able to get quick points when you're only 5 deep.
Yeah. Yeah.
With literally Asian 0 on the bench. Both free throws, though, are good. 57-38, our score is a 19-point game. Our biggest lead has been 21. And 24 trying to go inside.
Hits the deck.
It's the deck. Well, gotta leave the floor guy something to do tonight, I guess. It's 24 is gonna take a few chances at the stripe. First one is good. The man looks like he's played some ball himself, too. And the second one, good. Both of them good form, though, that's something that they don't teach very well anymore, do they? This is good technique at the line.
Oh, yeah.
0 tries to go into our man from the Y. Our man from the Y gets it back out to number 1. Number 1 still pumped and ready to go. Spinning inside. Our man from the Y for 3. Ooh. Sinks that one home. And Mueller Park's lead is back down to 18.
The spirit of Jimmer is strong with this one. Shouldn't say that, huh? we got to stop talking about Jimmer. There's two people we need to stop talking about. It's Tim Tebow and Jimmer.
I agree. In fact, why I even brought up Mr. Tebow, I don't know. You know he got married. Oh, another 3 from our man from the Y.
He's not giving up.
I don't think, you know what? I don't think anyone should. I think you give what you got left.
Yes.
Lays it up and in for Mueller Park, so it's 61-44 with just over 40 seconds to go. Trying to go inside. Zero.
Sam
can't get it to go. Nice block, Sam. This time rolls around and out. 26 seconds to go, and this one you can stick in the refrigerator and put that baby to bed.
Oh, I don't know.
As they used to say.
You're not going to put a baby in the refrigerator, though.
No, you wouldn't. You're right. How about, let's see. How about maybe you go to the fridge and, I don't know, you just kind of ruined it. Our final score, 61, Mueller Park, 44 Oak Hills. Of course, I don't know. I left my phone in the fridge once, though. You ever done that?
No.
Of course, I was sleepwalking.
Wow.
Let's see if Oak Hills can win the Good Sportsmanship Award. Do they have little sportsmanship awards?
Yeah. You know what? They absolutely deserve the sportsmanship awards.
Do they?
Yes. Your thoughts on the game tonight? It is coming from father of 2 Mueller Park Mustangs.
Of the Mustangs.
Yes, we've
You've named them the Mustangs. Well, they were stacked pretty deep, and just judging from the warm-up, I think I would have been practicing my Good Sportsmanship Award acceptance.
From the get-go.
Just from the get-go. Just from the get-go. I think the die was cast early on. That's my thought.
I think he's right.
All right. Well, Jed Nielsen on the mic. So I just want to, on a personal note, I just want to say, you know, I've had the privilege to work with Mr. Jed Nielsen over at the Clipper.
Is that right?
And Jed has been working for our Utah Jazz for many, many years as the statistician.
That's
for
right.
the Utah Jazz. And he's done quite a bit of good work over here at Viewmont for many a year.
Scorekeeper. And statistician.
Yeah, and then statistician over at the University of Utah as well for many years. He knows his math.
Is that his full-time job, do you know, or is that a part-time thing?
His gig with the Jazz, that's a full-time deal. It's all 41 games. He's been doing it for years.
Wow. That's a dream job, isn't it?
Right?
Yeah.
Number 0, Danny Pilkington.
Number 0, Danny Pilkington. Brother of these guys, I mean, I know that your deal is soccer, and I know you've got some hops too, but
I don't. But
I
don't leave the ground. If you'll notice, I'm really kind of skating out there. I just don't really leave the ground. But
so in other words, you've got good footwork.
Not really.
So once upon a time,
I've got long arms, and that's as far as my natural ability goes.
Yeah, well, I can understand that. My problem is that I just never said no to a donut I didn't like.
And number 3, Michael Taylor.
Yeah.
And maybe a pizza, too.
Well, you live too darn close to Papa John's. That's the problem.
This is true. I do. Although I'm more of a Pizza Hut man myself.
See, I love the Hut. Sometimes I'll get one of those big dinner boxes. Have you ever done that?
Oh, yeah. Not to myself, though.
No. That would be ludicrous.
No, but
You'd have to be depressed.
Get a little. Well, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree there either.
But no, I have never just bought myself a dinner box.
Okay. You share.
But I've enjoyed a dinner box or two.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Those cinnamon sticks.
Here in Centerville, Zappone's. That's some good pizza.
Zappone's.
Yes.
The Z Brothers.
Absolutely. That's some good pizza. The pepperoni feast.
Pepperoni feast.
Yes. All right. Enough free advertising.
Look at these shirts. They've won some shirts.
Look at that. Bountiful Region Basketball Champions.
Look at that logo they've designed there.
Of course, now, if memory serves me correctly, though, weren't you part of one of these with the old Sixth Ward as a youngster?
A region ball tournament? I don't think we ever made it. At least when I was in, we never made it into
It was John that was.
John did, Danny did, and Sam did. They all did.
Well,
I don't think Mike did, and I know I didn't.
Well, I know why you didn't, because unfortunately they had to let me play too. So
We were the dynamic duo. I think we had the same kind of problem as Oak Hills dealt with tonight.
that's true.
We couldn't fill a bench.
We couldn't fill a bench. It's hard, and that's really the hardest part about ward ball in general.
Yeah.
Is filling a bench, and if you can't do that, even just if it's one extra guy,
Yeah.
then it can be a difficult, almost insurmountable task. Which for a while there, Oak Hills looked like they might have pulled this thing off.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Great start.
All right, well, once again, our final score: Mueller Park 61, Oak Hills 44. This has been a fun thing, and let's hope that
We've got to find more games to do this with.
I think we do.
Yeah. Is basketball your favorite one to do this with?
I think so.
You're so good at the play-by-play. I mean, and just the
Basketball is good. I'm okay at baseball.
baseball. Baseball would be a different one to.
Baseball's a little bit different. You have to talk a lot because you're in between pitches and that sort of thing.
Right.
But yours truly got to call the 2005 state championship.
Yeah.
So that was kind of fun.
Wow.
So So we'll see.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And got a little bit of chops with football too, but no, basketball's definitely my favorite though, for sure.
Would you like to do more announcing it at the high school stuff at like Woods Crossing?
Oh, absolutely.
You would.
I think.
They've had me do some volleyball.
Okay. I have done volleyball.
Have you done volleyball? Is so much fun.
It is.
I have an absolute blast doing it. We should team up and get some volleyball.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe Papa Pilkington can maybe grease us a little bit too. You think? Maybe.
You think?
I don't know.
You can put
we need
little kitty into the pot. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
Maybe get you a nice camera.
Oh.
There you go. All right, for yours truly, Nate Souls on Fire, and of course, the man of the hour, Mr. Dizzy D. David Pilkington. This has been a presentation of Live File Videos, and good night and good luck.
And thank you, Jefferson.
And thanks, Jefferson, yes.